Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Chiefs going up against the Seahawks.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at CenturyLink Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
On second down, here's Wilson. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's John Ryan now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Thomas. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, they'll go with a 19-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his first look is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing away at the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, again, they go Prosise. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. D. Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Thomas. Oh, eluding the tackle. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right. So
they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On the run, it's Ware. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now come the Seahawks. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They start out with a run from Procise. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at the 20. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAnthony Thomas, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. The results for them so far, not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On first down, Brosides. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson operating from the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the ground, this is Ware. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run again with Hunt. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Spencer Ware with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Procise. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's John Ryan now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Green 39.
They run it here. Ware. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Giving to Ware on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes to the right side. It's Kelsey. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run now with Ware. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Let's go. Green 39.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Goes to Ware on the screen. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's Procise, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to Procise. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tomahali able to finally get him for a loss of 16. And it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Here we go.
They're on the counter now on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Mahomes will try again on second down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
In motion left is Wilson. Time running out here on the play clock. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Heavy. What's the backfield? 10, 3, 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going up top. And a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. All right, here we go. Boom, 90.
On the run, this is Hunt. Look at the spit. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Three down.
Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Mahomes going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Watch tight end. 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
So now it's 1st and goal.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's go. 3-19.
This is West. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And they take a knee. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. The play clock's running down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd down following the run. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Seahawks on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Play clock winding down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They run again with Ware. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Davis. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They go again with Davis. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On is the punter, Ryan, to send this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, it's West, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. The play clock's running down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Wilson on second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it. All those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. The Chiefs on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Kansas City, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.